Chef Boyardee might remind many people of childhood lunches, college dorm pantries, or quick, comforting meals that require nothing more than a can opener and a microwave. With its smiling mascot and promise of real ingredients, it feels like an easy, affordable option when time is short or the craving for nostalgia kicks in. But the truth behind Chef Boyardee's canned pasta meals tells a much different story, one of ultra-processed ingredients, excessive sodium, added sugars, and a nutritional profile that barely passes for a real meal. At the center of every can is an unsettling amount of processing. Whether it's spaghetti and meatballs, ravioli, or lasagna, the pasta and sauce are loaded with preservatives and additives designed to keep the product shelf-stable for years. That long shelf life may sound convenient, but it's made possible by sacrificing freshness, quality, and nutrition. What you're eating is far from homemade. It's a heavily engineered food product built for cost efficiency and longevity, not health. The sodium content in these meals is one of the biggest red flags. A single can contain anywhere from 600 to over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, close to or over half the daily recommended limit in just one sitting. That's before you've added anything else to your meal. For children or adults trying to manage blood pressure, kidney health, or heart risk, this kind of sodium overload is concerning. And because the food is soft, salty, and comforting, it's easy to eat quickly and in large amounts, making it easy to overconsume without realizing it. Then there's the issue of sugar. While pasta meals don't typically scream sweet, most Chef Boyardee varieties include added sugars in the tomato-based sauces. It's a subtle sweetness that helps mask the acidity and balance the heavily processed flavors, but it's also completely unnecessary from a nutritional standpoint. Over time, these added sugars contribute to the kind of metabolic strain that increases the risk of obesity, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation. The meat in these meals is another questionable element. Despite being labeled as beef or meatballs, these aren't made from high-quality cuts. Instead, they're processed meat products with binders and extenders that help maintain shape and texture after months or even years in a can. These processed meats have been linked to higher risks of heart disease, cancer, and other long-term health issues when consumed regularly. The protein content may sound appealing on the label, but the quality of that protein is significantly diminished by the processing methods used to create it. The pasta itself is typically made from refined white flour, which lacks fiber and provides quick-burning carbohydrates with little to no lasting satiety. Eating refined carbs without adequate fiber or protein balance can spike blood sugar levels and lead to energy crashes shortly after. In other words, it might fill your stomach for a little while, but it does almost nothing to nourish your body or sustain your energy. Another hidden concern is BPA exposure. While many manufacturers have phased out BPA in can linings, not all have, and long-term consumption of canned foods has been associated with potential hormone disruption due to chemical leaching. Even if BPA is not present, there's still a legitimate question about the long-term effects of other materials used in can linings that haven't been fully studied. Ultimately, Chef Boyardee meals present themselves as convenient, budget-friendly comfort food. But what you're really getting is a calorie-dense, nutrient-poor product designed more for profit than for health. While it might be fine as an emergency backup or a rare indulgence, making this a regular part of your diet can lead to a range of health issues, especially when paired with other processed or packaged foods throughout the day. There's nothing wrong with enjoying food that reminds you of simpler times, but it's important to look beyond the branding and convenience. The reality is that canned pasta meals like Chef Boyardee are ultra-processed, high in sodium and sugar, low in essential nutrients, and built for long shelf lives, not your long-term health.